Hi everyone, it's Gabby. Welcome to my channel. Today it is going to be the first update to Panda palette. This is a collaboration with the PANtastic Ladies, and the theme for this year is the Panning Solitaire. So you get to pick one single, one duo, one trio, and so on, and pen those. So, and when you finish one, you're supposed to roll something in. And yeah, last month I introduced up to 6 shadows, so a duo, trio, a single, duo, trio, quad, 5 and 6 shades. They were into 2 different palettes. One was a Z palette and one was my H&M palette from last year Panda palette. And I frankened pretty much, not pretty much everything, but a good half of it. So you will see what the 2 palettes looked like last month. And yeah, I already had some progress in some shades, as you can probably tell. And yeah, I just decided that I don't know, I didn't feel like having 2 palettes to pen around. I don't know, I just didn't want to do that. So I decided to franken everything that was in my H&M palette, that as you can see is empty now. I frankened everything that was in here, also because the only shades I really liked were the 2 that were in here. This was it in here? I think so. This was a bronzy color, and this was a a dark purple. But what was going to happen was that I would use the dark purple with this light lilac color on top, and that will make it super icy, and I didn't like that. And same goes with this one, was super icy whenever put on top of something else. So I decided I wanted to franken pretty much everything. And also this shade that was a light pink in here, I didn't like it at all. I frankened it with a blush that was down here. This one that is now a loose blush, and I'm penning still this one, but it is in another project, so you will find it down below in the description box. And yeah, this is gone, and you will now see what the palette looked like after I frankened it. So yeah, there were some changes also in my quad. The rest stayed pretty much the same, and my single, sorry, that one was too light for my liking as well. So I decided to make it work for me and like not have it as a duty to use it, and just don't like it. So yeah, and that was my palette last month, and this is my palette now. So as you can see, there are some changes, nothing major, but something, especially with this one up here. So I will just go ahead and explain what happened to these shades, just because it makes sense to me. So this shade here is the franken of the blush and the light pink shade. Then the 2 brown, these 2 are actually the same color, but just didn't fit into one pen. And it is the bronze and champagne color. Then I have my dark purple in this one and this one, but this one is with a little bit of the white from the squad, and this one is with the lilac color. This is so difficult to remember. And yeah, so that happened. The mixture of this one is also in this one a little bit because it was just too much, and I didn't want to have another pan of the same color, so I put it in here along with the single. It was like half of the single, and oh. Yeah, and then in this one I have that single, like the other half of the single, plus a black shade. These two look kind of different, but applied on the eye they just look the same. So I don't know, I might repress it again, do something with it again. But yeah, this one I didn't franken, but when I went ahead and take some of the white for, which one is that? This one, it shattered. Like, it was crazy. So I went ahead and repressed it. It was pretty messy because like the colors would overlap on the bottom of the pen, so the white isn't true white anymore, but it's fine. And these two, they are actually different colors, but they do look quite similar, so it's fine. I think I will end up mixing them and just see what happens. So coming to usage, I'm using this this shade right here as a liner to set my eyeliner pretty much every day. So I don't know if you can tell that there kinda is a dip in there, kind of. No, I think you cannot really tell. Also because I did not franken this greatly. It is still quite chunky, so you cannot really tell. But yeah, it is less domed than it used to be. I'm using this one in my crease every day, but I don't really think you can see the difference. I take a look at the pictures I took, and it kind of looks the same, but I've been using this pretty much every day. This one I've not been using because I am still using a cream shade from another project. These plus this, no, only this, I didn't use at all. This one I tried a couple of times as a shade to set my primer, and it works fine for that. So once I finish this, I will move to this one. What is this? Blue shade. I used just once today, and it is on my lid. I kind of like it. Ooh. And here we go. Okay. So next, this pink has the most noticeable change. It already had pan, but the pen has expanded quite a bit because I've been using this with a, what is that called? Like a bronzy shade on top, like this one, but also some others that I have in my Those Shadows project, and it makes a wonderful, wonderful like rose gold kind of shade, and it is just amazing. So if you have some color like this that you don't know how to use and you like the rose gold color, I suggest doing that. It is a very good one. I've used this one a couple of times to deepen up my outer V, sorry, but you cannot really tell. This is kind of hard pressed in there. It is a super tiny pen, but I don't know, I feel like it will take forever to use these. Then I jumped this one, that is a blush actually. I'm not using it every day because I'm using this one. I want to finish that one first, but I've been using it sometimes. I have it on now. These two are the same, so I'm focusing on this one first because it is the one that has less product in it, and you can kind of tell from here that it has a little bit of a dip. I've been using it on top of this one a couple of times. These two I did not touch at all. And for the quad, I didn't use these two shades. This one I think I used a couple of times, including today, to kind of deepen up my outer V. And this one I've been using as like inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. And I kind of like it like that. I was not expecting that, but it is fine. And it kind of has a dip on the side. I don't think you will be able to see that. Anyway, it does have a dip. I think that if I continue to use it, I might have pan by next update, but I don't know. So yeah, this is my progress for this month. What I would like to do for next month is like create a bigger dip, like a visible dip on this one. Also, last time I think I forgot to mention that you can roll something new in once you finish the shades in order. So first you finish the single, then the duo, and so on. So I want to focus on these two because they are my single actually. So I really want to have more of a dip in this one, that it is the one that has more product in it. This one is a little more empty. I will keep on working on this one and hopefully expand the pen this time, because apparently you cannot see that. I would like to expand the pen on this one as well, and maybe like hit side pen on this side. I don't know, I can try. And I would like to hit pen, like a sizable pen in this one, because it's just super thin. And maybe in this one, yeah, okay, I can try that. So dip, expand the pen, and hit side pan, hit sizable pen, hit pen. That is my goal. Those are my goals for next update. And yeah, this is pretty much all for this update. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you would like to subscribe to the channel so that we can keep in touch, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!